What's up, world? Live and direct. Another fabulous episode of The Locker Room. We got a heavyweight cast. I got my host, Bobby Mack, in the audience. He feeling good about the 49ers. He think he in the booth or something. I got Elmer Fisher right here. Miss Fran Harris. We're going to get busy, hook 'em horns, even though the Sooners handled their business. Shon Mitchell.
Had to go there.
And I need y'all to see the man on the end. That's going to be the ghetto news sports reporter. We doing sports from football all the way to track. So I'm introducing my man Levi Washington in the building, bro.
Welcome.
It's our cast. Another great episode. I got a legends in the building, man. You know, WNBA.
Woot woot. Yep.
NCAA champion.
Yep. Keep going.
I can't really give you no process out though, Cliff, because you know what I'm saying. We from LBJ. I can't go that
They
far.
go there.
We gotta give a South Oak Cliff.
Give it to her then.
South Oak Cliff.
It's like Bear.
And then we're gonna turn around. CEO.
Yeah. Nah, my favorite.
What's your favorite?
You know, H-Town, what we do?
Oh yeah. Oh, come on, Houston. We won the championship in Houston. That's right.
H-Town too.
Houston
With the
Comets.
too.
Yeah.
She got busy with the Houston
Yep.
Comets as well. So you can go back. See, I'm the jock and they the brains. So he can tell you about the CEO. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna talk with CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Well, let's put a whoop.
Yep.
Yes.
Rich.
Yeah, because that's that lab, right? Life after basketball.
Man, I was
Life
about
after.
to say that.
Yeah.
That's the life after.
Yeah.
And then we got the chosen one over there, Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah.
Y'all do it, man. Thumbs up for the good guy. I know some of y'all mad. He's on the show more than anybody. So what? Hate me all you want. I don't care.
So now we got to call it out because we may as well get it started, right? Because I'm seeing the red and gold. Is that for 49ers or?
Yeah, they cut me. That's what it was. I played 2 seasons on the back office, but they got me out of there. They got me out of there. They didn't want Austin in there, man. They didn't want me in there.
We ain't gonna even get in that because we'll get grimy.
Yeah, you know,
I
start having tears in my eyes and everything.
Hey, you know, I'm very emotional over this last one because they cut Kerry right before we played them. The Cowboys cut my brother right before they played him. So I was like, come on, Dax, at least give me this win for the hood, bro. You know, for home base.
It's a grimy business. And Dallas cut him too. So I'm still feeling a way about both of them.
About both of them, bro. You said it right. At the end of the day, we don't give a damn about none of them things, bro. They ain't paying none of our bills, just so y'all know. So we get some sponsorship, NFL sponsorship, we gonna give a damn. Then we will give a damn.
We're gonna be complete emotionalists.
But it's still Cowboys out there. I can't lie to you, man. I'm hurt, man. I'm still hurt, baby.
Wow.
I'm hurt. Cowboys all day,
hurt,
man.
Just get over it.
I'm over it already. Just when you said it, I jumped out of it.
Oh, okay.
Cowboy fans are the worst.
Say we the worst.
Yeah, Cowboy fans.
Who you run with?
My childhood, hey man, like I told y'all on episode 23, I think it was. I don't remember. He was on that yak then.
Bobby supposed to get us the Jag juice tonight.
My childhood team was the 49ers. I love Joe Montana, Rice, all of them, John Taylor, all of them, everybody. I loved them.
So you ain't
I
switching
got there,
up.
I got there, and I loved it. I looked around, and I said, I don't even supposed to be here. And they cut me. So I hate the 49ers.
I can definitely say you were supposed to be there. I can say you were supposed to be here.
Y'all got to understand the San Francisco-Dallas thing. When we was coming up, a lot of people who really are San Francisco 49ers fans now, they switched because San Francisco made they either mama or daddy cry that day, Joe Montana, threw that pass and Dwight Clark caught it.
Or both of them cried.
It's been personal ever since then. And some jump ship and said, this is my team, which I understand that, but
Yeah, I don't like the White Claw either. He cut me. That's the guy that brought me to the office. He's dead now.
But you still.
I better not find out where he stayed. Where he at. Rest in peace. I got something to tell him.
But you're still repping their colors, though.
It's just a watch.
You still repping their colors. He said
that's his team. He said that's his
just
team
a watch?
forever.
Yeah, it's just a watch.
I don't know.
You know, me as a Dallas fan, I ain't just I'm Texas.
Yeah.
Whatever Texas is, that's my team. That's who I grew up watching, so that's my team. But I don't know if we can curse on them, but it's when they do some ragged stuff, it's fuck them too. So I've just started learning to root for the who is that, the Texans?
Oh, okay.
That's my team. There we go.
Elma made a team.
Wow.
There too.
Come on,
remember, Texas was up 32 points, and we could have had an all-Texas Super Bowl. Yeah. And they let the Buffalo Bills come back and then they ran off to Tennessee after that. So that's until they win a game, I can't just jump on board with the Texans. I want to see them show Texas that, hey, we represent Texas in winning too. So they haven't done that, so that's why I ain't jumped on the bandwagon.
I ain't gonna lie to you, when the Texans didn't draft Vince Young, I was
that was crazy. I was talking to somebody about that.
That's tough right there.
Who is your team, Fran?
I
No
can't.
football?
The Texas Longhorns.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with you.
Texas Longhorns. I grew up watching the Dallas Cowboys. My family's Dallas all the way, no matter what. Just crazy. Like Dallas going to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, not with Dak, but I know enough to know that it ain't gonna with Dak. I know.
Right answer. Right answer.
Fired.
Man,
Yep.
Right answer.
Bang bang. Yeah, for sure.
Right answer.
It's true. Well, I mean, we talking to a winner though, like a killer. Like she can see it in your eyes, man. She can smell it on you. Like that's not gonna work.
She see Dak when he come out the field. She see it in his eyes.
Yeah, on the sideline too.
He been sleeping in that
Okay, so
bed,
here's a question for y'all. Here's a question for y'all. Serious question. Why can't the Dallas Cowboys just part ways with Dak? Like it's not gonna work. No, I mean I know technically why, but why can't exactly?
Yeah. Who you gonna get better than Dak? I mean he's a system player, but who you gonna get? I mean,
why can't they
Dak
make a move?
People don't understand. Dak wasn't a winner at Mississippi State.
Don't start that, bro. Don't start that.
Okay, nobody's answering the question though.
No, I'm with going with a youth movement. I believe in development. Everybody said who you gonna get? Well, get somebody that you can develop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all spending all this money.
Y'all got Trey Lance.
We just lost to the last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's some development along the way with that kid. Let's make good choices in the front office. That's all I'm saying, Fran.
Yeah.
Let's scout. Let's look at it a lot better. Let's analyze this with a different lens.
Let's do something different to do something better.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
To the criminal side, he's still the owner's still going to court for rape, and he got children on the way. So Jerry Jones. So you got to look at his decision making, even in that sense, to run a team. It's deteriorated over the years, and it's just kind of like the Oakland Raiders. Until he get on and pass away, the curse is never gonna get lifted.
It's just like he don't got Jimmy Jones. What is
the
coach name? Jimmy Jones.
He
don't even got him in the Ring of Honor. So if you ain't got him in the Ring of Honor, something's wrong with you. So that man should be in the Ring of Honor.
Hey,
I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan,
but he definitely belongs in the Ring of Honor.
You're a football fan.
I'm just a fan of football.
You're a football fan.
I'm never gonna go to a game unless I'm playing. So the history of me playing is over with. So I'm not going to no games. So therefore, I'm out of the question. If I can come back and give me some NIL money, I'm with it.
I won 3 games and we lost all 3.
You're the curse. Yeah,
Shon,
you're the curse.
hey, Shon, I'm not gonna lie, Shon. I think you'd have been up there in the millions with that money they getting now.
Oh, BMW. Oh, man, I wouldn't know how to get up out the ghetto.
You hear what I mean? I think you'd have been up there.
Syrup sandwich days would have been over with. I'm still eating syrup sandwiches right now. Still thinking about it.
That's beautiful right
there. I would have had me and Ray Jackson would have been rich. Oh, Fab Five, BMW.
Hey, you be talking like old boy from USC. Why I need to go to pro?
Yeah,
I'm $3 million man
I would
right
still be in school right now, Bobby. Like, they ain't gonna never let him out. No, man, that boy cannot pass.
So he ain't trying to do
nothing.
nothing.
Trying to go nowhere, y'all. This is home. I'm not going nowhere.
Go ahead.
So I think that goes back to the fact when we're talking about ownership, right? So I think that when you look at these older owners, right? So it's a privilege that they feel that they have. So guess what? The guy's worth $4 billion plus. And right. So there you go. You can't tell me anything. I'll run it into the ground. I mean, we've got to be truthful about some of these franchises. Some of these franchises, they're losing ball games, but they're still netting $400+ million a year.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, so it's all about me becoming revenue generating. At the end of the day, I can put more money in my pocket.
That's it.
Well, it's also,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. It's also about valuation because Jerry Jones can say, whatever we're doing, we still have the highest valuation in the history of sports. So
Absolutely.
I don't need to do anything different.
you go.
I'm not going to do anything different.
Regardless
Clearly,
of-
regardless, I'm not doing anything differently.
He got sections at the stadium. 35,000, 25,000,
Yeah. I've been there.
15,000, and the lowest is 5,000. They pay that every year
Oh yeah, they rich.
at home games.
Yeah.
And then you can go
Season
hang out
tickets, we gone.
with people like me in the open air.
See, if Jerry Jones was this
stand
color,
up the whole
if he was this color, they would have been and got rid of him.
Sit back.
They would
yeah,
have found
for
out a way
sure.
to get rid of him.
For sure.
If he was this color, they would have been like, Jerry, we're gonna buy you out, all 31 teams against you.
But see,
They get
Jerry
you out of
eating
there.
off y'all too, though.
Yeah.
So he's sitting at home with shit. He don't care who win.
He
The
not really-
Cowboys,
but
the
it goes-
Patriots, the Saints. He getting a check off of all of that.
It
So
goes back
like,
to what
we
Elvis
crying
said.
about the Cowboys. He like, shit, I don't care about my Cowboys, Lou. Shit, didn't you see what the Rams just did?
He on
So
them too?
like,
It
when
go-
you got it, you got it.
It go back to what Elmer said. Remember, if y'all go back and dig into Jerry
don't
Jones'
believe.
comments, he said, if you don't like how I'm running, get your own team.
Can't do it.
team and stop complaining. That's what he said. So
Okay.
So when we get to the business, let's get to the business. Damn the Cowboys. They
Yeah,
don't
it's enough of that. I don't want
Texas
to talk about
and the
it.
Cowboys ruined Texas
Yeah, ruined the weekend.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna throw
For
that.
sure.
We're gonna
For
scrap
sure.
that.
Weekend.
Let's
Yeah,
get back.
bad
Let's get to the business though. Let's let them know a little bit about yourself. I got the honor of having a great hooper. You know, I was Lady Longhorns. I'm not no Longhorn fan.
Right, I
You
know, I
what
see
I'm
that on
saying?
your post. I
Yeah,
see that.
I don't really get down because I seen how they really, other than him
Yeah.
and Clack,
Yeah.
those the only ones that
Yeah,
really
that's
opened
dirty.
the door
They
for.
made Clack
They
dirty.
did?
Boy, yeah, they
You know-
did us
You know what I'm
dirty.
saying? So for me,
I want to hear that. They did you dirty?
Oh yeah, they did.
you want to hear that?
I do. I do.
Well, let's hear
Let's
that.
hear it, and
Oh,
then we'll
Black,
get back.
we'll
I'll
tell
come
you.
back.
Talk about
Let
it.
me
man.
hear it.
Talk about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about the gun line boss.
That's it, man. Gun line ball.
Man, back in wait. People tired of hearing my story.
Okay.
No, they
then.
not.
All right.
No, he want to tell it.
But
Tell it.
I'll tell it if you
Yeah.
want me.
They not. They
I'm
not.
gonna make it quick. I'm gonna make it quick. You know what I'm saying? But
All
I
right.
just don't like the way they treat the guys out of Austin, Texas. It's just the way Texas treat us. It's just not me. It's DJ Grant, all those guys that follow the. You know, it's just that they don't have no love for us like they have love for out of towners or out of state guys or out of the country guys. Whoever it is, they just don't have love for their own. And we watched them across the street. Everybody wanted to go to UT,
Yeah.
but they let some of the good ones get out, like your Chris Houston, your Ray Jackson, your Seth
Yeah.
Shaws. They let them get out, and then wonder why we don't have that pipeline of athletes trying to go to Texas because they
Andrew
rather get
McCombs
out of
right
there.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys at Clemson, guys at U of H, and all that. They rather get out of there than hang out with Texas because they know how Texas feel. Like when you go to UT or your hometown, this is the only professional team we have is UT. So they supposed to treat us like, man, we homegrown. Treat us. I got the UT rush for $1,000. I had one sign up. It was like this. One person in the stands saying, he got 1,000. He got 1,000 yards. And it ain't been back there since 10 years. Like, I did
Wow.
it with less carries than anybody. Pull up the numbers. It's the numbers don't lie. My numbers was less than any back ever to rush for anything. And then they come up with an article. My nephew always sending me things. He was like, the most three underrated running backs in UT history. Underrated. What? It's facts.
But homegrown, you can't be
Yeah, so-
but they can't. I mean, it's so crazy when they say underrated and
Yeah.
the numbers you put up in the city,
In the
coming up
city.
in high school, like you blazed the city. They knew what they were getting into.
I went in the Texas place to get a throwback jersey, and they didn't have number 3. They didn't have.
And if we want for this guy, I can't lie. This is a true story. He's a snitch. I don't care what nobody say. I was gonna leave LBJ.
Yeah, this is a true story.
I was gonna leave LBJ my junior year. I wasn't lying. I hated LBJ like I hated Texas. I was like, man, ain't no way. They got some good talent. Robert Crenshaw, Cedric Shaw, I respect those guys. All the guys that came up, Elmer, all those guys. Bobby, I respect all y'all. But I'm looking at it like, man, I should be playing. So I was like, you know what? Reagan game came. Brother had 7 carries. I say, man, I'm leaving, Levi. I'm out of here. A coach by the name of Ray Jackson, senior, he told him. He grabbed the little nipple, pinched it up. Say you ain't going nowhere. You got life damn screwed up. Get on out there. Next week I was playing. Story's over with.
My God.
Shit, I'm just saying.
Everybody was leaving.
See,
Weren't you leaving Michigan? Weren't you leaving Michigan? Everybody. I was leaving
And that
Texas.
same
Seriously.
dude kept me from leaving
Really?
Michigan.
Really?
Same-
Yeah. Everybody has that moment when they're like, I'm out of here for sure.
But you know, but you know, when you got that kind of man in your life that won't let you give
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
you know, that's just
And then back then
strong
when we
and
was
tough.
trying to leave, they would call you uncoachable.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
And
When
you
you
wasn't
dip.
you wasn't a coachable guy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it ain't the coach fault at all.
Never.
Like I had a horrible
Never.
coach. Makovic was horrible. Anybody that played with him, he won, but he was horrible. He didn't never come up there and talk to you and pull you to the side and say, how your day going?
Yeah.
He never did that. Like sometimes that mean a lot to some kids. Like that man showed that he cared about me. Now I'm ready to run
That
through a
goes a
wall.
long way,
You know, it
though,
goes
bro.
a long way. But Makovic,
That's what they mad at Dion for loving them kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Sure,
mad at
sure.
him.
That's what the problem is. Go
Well,
ahead,
well,
Steve.
but I think it goes back to the fact of where we put coaches, right? And so some coaches feel like they have the rites of passage to be able to do whatever, instead of loving a kid and then saying, "Hey, guess what? What does this look like for you? Let's sit down. Let's have that conversation." But they feel as if, guess what? You're replaceable.
Yeah.
So it's in and out.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, Dion is doing such a great job because he's loving on me. I'm vested in you. And so that means a lot.
But
to-
it can go this way. You had a legend. You were coached by a
Yeah,
legend.
yeah, for
So
sure.
how was that relationship with you and your coach?
It was a good relationship, but when you're a freshman, I came from SOC, all state, shoot all the balls, you know, and you have to realize, and y'all will attest to this, what got you to this level is never enough to get you to the next level.
Yeah.
And so that's what it was for me. But like we had an exhibition game, and everybody played in that game, like even the water girl, except for me. Like all my family was here, and you know we were like, in a minute I'm gonna get in, in a minute I'm getting in. Like the whole game went. I'm the only person that played. I was like, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
you
out.
get
I'm
out
out.
of there.
Right? And my coach said, you're gonna leave? I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm going to Louisiana Tech. I'm going somewhere. She was like, okay, well, let me ask you something. Did you tell me that you wanted to be great? I said, yeah. She said, well, in order to be great, you gotta let me coach you. Just give me a chance to actually coach you. And I was like, okay. And I stayed. And
Made
when
sense. Why did that make sense?
It made sense because in my heart, I knew I hadn't done everything. Like,
See, that's
I
real.
hadn't done everything
That's what I
I
want
could
to
do.
throw that flag.
I could.
Fish.
Thank you. Yeah.
Our young
your
athletes,
heart.
look in that mirror, young athletes. Don't get mad at that coach.
Don't get
Go
mad
ahead.
at coach because a lot of times it's us. A lot of times is, you know, you got people, you should be playing, you should be starting, you
Man.
should be whatever. And she was like, you got to let me coach you if you want to be great. Like, you just have to. So I just said, listen, I'm going to go out there. Literally started starting like 2 games after that. It was crazy. Like the turnaround when I realized that I was part of the equation for why I was not succeeding. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do everything I can do, and then we'll see what happens. Like 3 or 4 games in, I was starting.
Well,
As a freshman.
I just have a quick question. What happened to the athletes those that believe and gave you everything and still don't get the chance?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
what
That
happens
happens.
to that? What happens to that? Like, I gave you all of me, and you still ain't giving me that right chance. Like, I got a couple athletes I train now. They giving it all to their coaches. Like, I got a guy playing right now on TV at Jack State. He's playing against Liberty. He gives it all, but he still ain't getting on the field.
But why do you think he's not getting on the field? I mean, do you know all the story?
Yeah, I mean, I can just go by what he tells me and go by how, but numbers don't lie. If you get in
Yeah.
there and get 6 tackles, 3 solos, and you get a fumble, a fumble recover for a touchdown,
So you see the production.
and then you get a
Yeah,
sack.
but the coach might be from Arizona.
Yeah.
And he might have recruited a kid from Arizona that the bag is going to and the money and time
Yeah,
is
all
going
that
to.
now.
The politics
That
in the
means something.
game is different,
It's
man.
different.
It's about relationships. Talent is not the answer all the time. I hate to run with that
especially in
flash,
NFL.
news flash. Yeah, on all levels, even
Yeah.
in high school, I'm watching coaches do it. You know what I'm saying? I can go, man. Don't make me start.
So
go ahead.
we live in a new day and a new time right now, right? So, and I think that when we start talking about Power 5 is a different scenario than what it used to be back then, right? Because there's a lot of politics that comes in Power 5 schools. And so you got to fit the bill because guess what? We're going to pay for you to fit the bill.
Right.
And I'll go back to you need to figure out if you want to play, you need to figure out the right situation for you this day and time.
Yeah.
If not, you're going to find yourself in a situation to where it may not be optimal because, like you said, that person that we really want, that we give the bag to, we're going to give them a chance.
So with that, you saying it right. what's your advice to a young athlete, whether in the transfer portal, coming out of high school, both of y'all?
Like I
What's
tell
your
them,
advice?
like mine was like I had to stick with it. Even though like my coach at Tulane right now, Willie
in 2023 now.
And Willie Fritz, he at Tulane, and I just want to know how he adapt. Cause when I went to school at Blinn, it was his first year coaching. He had a rule: no earrings, no red shoestring, no blue shoestrings. You got to be on time. You 1 minute late, man. Like you said, when that game you had, it was homecoming. Me and Chris Jackson, y'all know Chris Jackson. We was 1 minute late. We thought we was gonna play that homecoming game. I got everybody in Austin in the stand, right at Brenham, down at Blinn. Everybody in the stands. I got everybody.
Everybody there.
That man made it seem like we was gonna play the whole game. By the time the third quarter, I started unwrapping stuff. My mom and them looking at me like, "What you do?" I was 1 minute late.
Yeah.
But that's his.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have been in the transfer portal.
So,
I asked Coach Conrad, like, we were at a speaking engagement, and I said, hey, what do you think about the transfer portal? She said, I think you would have been in it your freshman year. She was like, you would have left because
to speak to that, I mean, here you are, you led a team 34-0, the transfer portal. What does that mean to today's sports?
Yeah, it means, I mean, the perception is, you're not tough, you can't whatever, but think about this, before I answer that, think about how many coaches back in the day were very abusive, not fair. You just had to take it. Like, there were players on our team that were never gonna play. So without a transfer portal, they had to sit the whole time like, you ain't getting my spot, like, you can transfer somewhere else, you can play. That's an opportunity. But, so there were coaches who abused the situation. Now it's an opportunity for you to kind of step into it as an adult, the young adult, to say, hey, what are my options? Is this a good fit for me? And here are the reasons it's not a good fit for me.
Right.
And therefore, I think I'm going to take my talent somewhere else. But I don't think that much thought goes into this for these kids because these kids, their pain threshold is so low. And I'm not even talking about physically, just for mentally, emotionally, they're out of there. Yeah.
But see, from my perspective, though, it would have been perfect because I made a bad decision. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
I do.
I was a groundbreaker. See, it wasn't nobody in front of me to tell me how to handle John Thompson and all those guys coming in and what to look for. I had to navigate that for myself, me and my family.
Yep.
And at the time, I was going with the chick that I liked the most. See, I didn't understand it was a business. See, that's my advice for the young ones. Understand it's a business. Brand yourself. You can, man, like he said, I would have tried to get 6 years in college right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Me?
But I learned the business. It took me learning the business and the politics of the game, being in Michigan 1 year.
1 year.
Half a year, really a semester. By the time my parents showed up for that Duke game and I didn't play, I was trying to get on the plane with them and go back to Austin. You understand what I'm saying?
You know, Coach Jack, fuck your mama.
Yeah. And he cussing, but he on some.
Yeah.
You can't give up, son. We're gonna keep pushing. But knowing the business and the game now, we'd be like, okay, you left the bag on the table at Oklahoma State and at Arkansas. Let's rethink this. Let's go do it. Now that we understand the game. Kids are getting paid for this shit. Like we was taught like it's squeaky clean. You don't get
Kentucky promised me the
soon
bag
as I got
back
the
then.
But I'm just telling you, but as soon as you left the state, you realized that like these boys really dropping off that money. You know? So the transfer portal is good if you thoroughly think it through and you don't have all the information going into your first decision.
For sure.
The problem is the transfer portal in high school.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, kids do it. I mean,
They're
kids,
doing it now.
you know, kids,
See, when we was in school, we went and got people. But most of our kids, we grew up in our neighborhood, so we had locked in already. We going to this school. We ain't going to the other school. This is our home school, so this is where we're going to go. But now, video game action, if you go look on the internet, you'll see a kid quitting the game in mid-game. That translates out into
Real
going
life.
out to do it in the real life because they don't even play sports, pick up sports now. So you can't get no reps no more. It's go out there. If you get busted up one time, I'll quit. So that translates into the transfer portal, which allow. If I ain't gonna play today, I'm transferring tomorrow. That goes all the way into the college, and that's where it's happening.
But see, this is the thing, Levi. We're gonna touch on that with one of the episodes coming up soon. is the horror stories of the transfer portal. Because there's a whole lot of kids that jump in that portal and don't never play sports ever again and lose that one little look you had.
And they don't understand their
We
clock
never
is
get it
running,
again.
though.
Yeah, we had great.
The clock is running.
And some of them cats just gone because you couldn't do that thing back then.
Right.
They'll get you. I mean, back in 2003, we had the fastest girl team in the nation. We went down to the Texas Relays. I mean, we wiped everybody out. Skyline, any team from Houston. If you came through, you had to come through Austin. So we won the Texas Relay girls. Next week, we had to go to court for using an illegal athlete. Now, we was in court. The judge said, even though this person lives in your district, since he's a junior, we're going to make her run next year. And that was all because somebody in your own community that never won nothing, that don't know how to win, don't know how to be a winner, goes and tells so nobody else can win.
Yeah, it's always
It's always gonna be that. man.
it's
been like
always
that.
your
We
own.
lost. We talking about a 45. It's only 2 teams, girl teams in Austin that went under 46 seconds in the sprint relay, and this was one of those teams. They both came from Reagan, and they knocked these girls out. Wow. And they didn't even think about all these girls were honor students.
Yeah,
They didn't
no
think
doubt.
about
That
all
don't
the
matter.
work they put in.
Didn't matter.
They
That don't
they
matter.
don't care about
But see, that
so
doesn't matter. That's on us, though.
It is.
That's on us.
It
'Cause
is.
we the ones that pull each other down. And
All
I'm
the
going to tell you
time.
this. We don't look at the ramifications long term. You understand? We see the short-term victory, they might win state.
Yeah.
But these girls could inspire somebody else, keep a true legacy going, go to college and be great. But we deter our own kids, man. And
lot.
that's one of the things we got to get away from.
No, 100%. And so to that aspect of the way that we look at it, females, the sports, we're trying to get those equitized, right? To where NIL
You just made up a
deals.
word. You just made up a word.
I like that was smart. Anytime
Right
you're smart
there.
with good hair, you got good hair and you're smart, everybody gonna listen to you.
And believe it's a real
Yeah,
word.
we got
Somebody
it.
Google that
Right.
word.
No,
Look
put
that
it in
word
the
up.
Urban Dictionary. Put it in the
Look it
Urban
up
Dictionary.
in the Webster
Hair, man.
Dictionary.
Equitize.
Equitize.
Equitable. I
Because
like
you
it.
know Dion be saying all kinds of
Yeah.
words. And you be
So
like,
love it,
that is
though.
not a word though, bro.
So what
That's not a word.
Yeah. So what do we need to do in order to get women's sports to where the women are getting similar NIL deals?
I just have one question. Can they lower the rim?
No. We ain't lowering no rim.
Because they're
but I'm
dunking
just
at
saying-
10-foot nail.
Right, no, but look. If the women, I'm just saying,
No.
imagine y'all, just imagine.
No,
I just
let's
want you
not
to clear your
imagine.
thoughts.
Let's
Look,
She said
I'm
no.
just-
not imagine.
I know, but listen.
Let's not imagine. Listen.
All right,
Let him
look.
speak his truth. Let
Which
him
one of
speak
these
his
do I
truth.
need to
Oh,
throw up?
like-
Both of them.
If you want to challenge it, throw the red.
Both of them.
Challenge it, throw the red.
All right.
Replay, instant
Here we
replay.
go.
So
Right.
look.
That man is an all-pro, all-American running back. He don't know nothing about basketball. And he a track star. He ran track for my dad.
Ray, I won a 3-on-3 at LBJ.
That boy-
Whoa,
Basketball.
hold it up.
Ask anybody in my
Can't move, dog.
non-trade class.
Okay.
Look it up. Anybody who's there.
Okay, here we go. I'm here. I'm
Say, then
listening.
we start falling off
I'm
from hooping
listening.
93, 92, we were 93, 94.
Damn, y'all let me
I'm
make
listening.
it.
I'm listening. I'm gonna let you
I'm
make
gonna play
it.
good defense.
I'm listening.
But look,
Yeah,
So
we
she
listen.
had a challenge. She got
but
a challenge.
if they lower the rim, I'm just saying, if they lower the rim to make it like 9.5, it'll be a more exciting game. Yes.
That's
We're
what we
tired
wanna
of
see.
seeing y'all laying it up. One woman can dunk. Brittany Griner.
And the whole crowd go crazy.
Go crazy. If we had y'all going,
I wish y'all could see the face of all the women in here. They want to laugh, but they like, boy, if you don't shut your ass
I
up.
mean, to borrow from Bubba Dub, trash, trash.
But to add to that,
y'all are
okay,
sick. Y'all are sick.
if he can't lower the goal, then why y'all need a smaller ball?
Thank you.
Okay, so
Let's lower the goal. Go with the
So
smaller ball. We can
so
get some
no,
action. That's all
no
we
so
need.
no, we're not doing either of those. Okay, so a couple things. I'm gonna tell you why. All right, so our hands are smaller. Okay, our hands are smaller, so the ball makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Our game has never been about brawn and not well, as in LeBron, but like muscle and blah. It's never been about that. So that would be trying to make us be like y'all because y'all are different specimens.
Y'all finesse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a finesse.
Someone walk
component.
like us.
I mean, that's another show.
I love that boy. Hey, boy, you a future. You gotta be a hoe. You gotta hold right, dog.
I'm
You
a host.
You are a hoe.
Oh, you know that.
Do right already got you like
Well,
this. You are a host, boy.
I
Me
mean,
leave our
I wasn't
podcast
gonna go there, but some of y'all walk like us too.
You
Okay,
right.
okay.
You right.
But to
We
answer
weren't
his
gonna-
question,
we were-
to answer his question,
Yeah.
that's
Like-
lower than the rim.
Nah.
Well, listen now.
No.
Listen to what he said.
What? I heard him.
Lowering the rim
I heard him.
would bring the money.
Yes.
No,
what
it
we
wouldn't
talk-
bring the money. Your question is how do we bring the game up? Okay,
Yeah.
so couple things, just history. Like if we started 50 years behind a company, if a company, let's forget sports. Company Red started 50 years, and then Company Yellow came across 50 years. You're behind from an economical standpoint.
Absolutely.
So
Black folks.
that is, yeah, exactly.
Go
So
ahead.
you could do the black and the white.
Yes.
But it's a different business. Like men's sports is just bigger business.
Get it.
It's always going to be bigger business. Y'all been playing longer. Y'all run most things. So therefore you put the systems in place to make sure y'all keep being economically advantaged by that. Like I'm not mad about that. I get it. It's history. That's how it came. So women are literally from when we started our business, whatever that is. We are behind. So it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
The WNBA, the Golden State Warriors, $50 million for a WNBA franchise. That's putting people on notice to say, don't try to get me for $2 million like I'm not that chick. $50 million is what y'all got to do. So that's telling you where we're going. Lower rim is not going to do. They did that, by the way. Let me give you a little history. That was it was
Was I born?
1996. You were. It was 1996.
I
They
was
did
in
the
college.
Liberty Basketball Association lowered the rim and put women. I'm gonna get y'all if y'all respond to this, and put women in spandex and played them
They
in
don't
a
remember
league.
that. I
They don't remember that.
What league was that?
Like that was offensive. That's
Yeah.
not cool. That was offensive.
Yeah.
All right. So our game is fine. So you're not our audience if you need us to dunk. You're
I
not
just
our
want to
audience.
see somebody dunk on somebody and point
Well,
at
Coach
them.
Lee,
No, that's
Then they
coming.
have-
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Like
the-
there are
that's the
women
new
who can
athlete.
dunk. There are women who are. I mean, it's a different game than it was 40 years ago.
Now, I'm
So-
going to tell you the truth.
But
My niece just sent me, my guard baby just sent me a picture this weekend at the
She was
Midnight
at?
Madness. Yes.
yeah, good.
College.
Good.
Catching the alley-oop.
I like
so
it.
it's coming. You
I like
understand?
it. It's coming.
Yeah,
The
it's
athletes,
coming.
but I'd rather see a sweet jump shot like I had. I'm just saying.
But I'm gonna tell you, and this she telling the
I
facts.
mean,
Now, but look, what
Sweet
she's
jump.
doing.
Facts.
Mac,
I
that's
mean,
what I was about to say.
when I graduated, I was the fourth leading scorer in school history.
Yeah.
That's from a chick who didn't start playing until she was 15 years old.
Say
so-
that again. When you left the University of Texas, you
Fourth all-time leading scorer in history. From a chick that didn't start playing until
so
she
we
was
got
15.
the dude that won it. Hey,
Don't get me
the
started.
locker room hot, dog. We got this man that done got to 1,000 faster than anybody in UT history. And then we got the fourth by the time, and this is, we talking about NCAA champions.
Yep.
We got heavyweights up here, man.
But we're going to dive even deeper.
Hold on. I need y'all to like and share at this
Like and
moment.
share.
Like, share.
I already been yelled
Put
at
us out
for
there.
women can't dunk. They want to shoot a brother down. Women
don't
don't
need
want
security.
no. Look, women
Nah,
don't want no
so
money.
look,
They don't want
so look, as y'all like and share, understand this. For hoopers, these football players, man.
Listen.
Say,
Ray,
let me tell you.
listen.
Ray, your
Right.
daddy stopped me
Please
from playing
say this.
basketball.
We
He
used to
told
play
me no. I
Because
gotta
he
run
knew you was
track.
going to
Listen,
I probably was
go
gonna foul out. I was gonna
You
foul
know
out, but
this.
still.
We used to play in Gregory, and when the football guys
That
would
boy
come
talking
in,
about basketball.
when
He
the
ran for
football
300
guys
yards.
came into Gregory, we would be like, oh, somebody about to get hurt.
Yeah.
The football guys were
That's
going
him.
100 miles an hour.
That's
I'm
him.
looking to hurt somebody.
Reggie
It
Anderson.
was
that's him.
crazy.
They gonna body slam somebody,
Exactly.
knock somebody into the wall, baby.
Man.
If I get 5 fouls in the first quarter,
But
I
look.
deserve all 5.
But let me tell you this.
I did my job.
So,
And look, now hold on. I gotta let him get to it.
What they say?
no, I was going to say, Roscoe Polk said, I remember playing her one-on-one at Gregory Gym.
Roscoe, that's little bro. He a hooper. You remember
Really?
playing against you?
Yeah,
cool.
Roscoe gonna
Right.
sneak in anything.
Anything.
They sneaking in the Gregory.
That's little bro.
I know, that's my little nephew. He snuck
my
in the Gregory.
God.
You know them East Side children do not belong in Gregory.
Yep.
Nah,
He
one of them-
found somebody
one of them, if I'm
passed
going to war
and got
with,
up in there.
I'm
You
taking
want him in the
Roscoe.
trenches?
Yeah, I want
Yeah, I'm
Roscoe
taking
when I'm
Roscoe
going.
with me, too.
I'm going with Roscoe.
Roscoe, I love you,
But
baby.
let me tell you, hoopers, if you love the women's game, it is fundamentally sound. And that's the
It's
thing
too
I
much
love about
passing.
it the most.
Put me to sleep.
Boy say too much pass.
Because y'all are wired
Looking at
for
Levi
that.
like, man,
I mean, you need to hear that. What he just said is
Listen.
true because that's how you're wired.
play faster.
You play faster.
Yes,
You're
we do.
aggressive.
Yes, we do.
You're wired for that. That's why that's what you want to see. It doesn't make our game inferior. It just means that's what you like.
But that one little white girl from Iowa made me like it.
Caitlin
That girl
Clark.
can ball.
She can
She
shoot.
get buckets.
Yeah.
Imagine if she can dunk.
She can shoot it. She can straight up blaze it.
If she can dunk.
Okay, why are y'all not? Listen, here's the thing that bugs me about y'all. I have 4 brothers.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that bugs me about y'all, and my brothers love the women's game, but
Yeah.
they have because they have to. But they better. No, but they really do love the women's game because they love their sisters. But why aren't y'all like? I guess the way y'all feel about dunking is how I feel about guys who can't shoot. I'm not even joking. Like I look at the guys in the NBA who can't shoot, and it drives me crazy that they can't shoot.
Is it because, for the simple fact, and I'm just speaking, I'm on the outside looking
Sure.
in. You get to see it way at a better. But I'm just going off of my perspective.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. You got all this time to shoot. You got all this time to practice.
Yeah.
You can go to the
Yeah.
practice 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
And work on your shot all the time.
Yes.
And when you get in the game when it counts, you miss. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Pretty much. Like you got the best facilities, the best amenities, access to the best coaches. There's nothing in your way, and you're shooting 30%. What is
Nothing
wrong with
in
that?
your way.
We're finna go
Nothing
there.
in your
We're
way.
finna go there. So guess what? You are literally a legend for UT. You know this game inside and out.
Basketball legend.
Yeah, basketball legend inside and out. When you look at your resume for basketball, it's probably unmatched, right? So when you look at it, close.
I love it. Hey, that's Texas in you, boy. It's Texas. Ain't nothing but confidence down here.
Say it with your chest.
Hell, you mean? Probably no. Probably. I hang with my brothers too much.
That's big. So
Go ahead.
no, where I'm at is when you are evaluating and you're looking at a basketball athlete, and you talked about shooting. Where is shooting on your value mark?
Top.
Hit a ball handling.
Top. Yeah, no, because here's the true story of me starting late playing basketball. My mother wouldn't let me play. So she was like, you're going to Princeton, you're going to Yale, forget this basketball thing. And my brother was like, if she's as good as I think she can be, she can go to college, for free. And my mom was like, let's go basketball. That's literally how I got to play. But because I was behind, my brother said to me, he goes, what's the object of the game of basketball? And I said, to put the ball in the hole. He goes, so if you can do that better than everybody on your team, you will get a scholarship. You're not going to be the fastest, true. You're not going to be the quickest. I'm never going to dunk. He goes, but if you can shoot, you will be this. And it was all true. Because that's the point of the game. So to this day, if I walk on the court,
Say that again.
I will bust your ass.
Again.
To this day. Like, I'm not even kidding because that's what I learned, right? Like, I know what I can do. I'm not going to go by you, but if I have any space, I'm going to bust your ass. Like,
What if
that's
you hit him
how
with?
it is.
Look, what if you hit him with that,
Yeah.
and then you get to the hole?
Yeah.
7-foot goal.
I agree. Listen, I wish I could dunk, but that was never going to happen.
Yeah.
So, I just shoot a lot of baskets.
I'm bringing that because now
They've been asking for him. I brought him out, y'all. Y'all been asking for him. He back for y'all, bro. So suck it up. Let's get with it.
And I say that because I think that a lot of coaches today put such a premium on defense. But then at the end of the day, when you lose by 2 points, the object of the game is to put the ball in the hole.
That's
I
right.
agree.
Yeah.
So how can you put a premium on defense, but you win by offense?
I mean, I will say unapologetically, like, defense is for people who can't shoot. Like, that's what I would say. I would play defense because, you can't shoot.
Yeah.
If you want to if you want an identity, like, I love people who play. That's your identity. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate your service.
Yes.
But shooting is the most important asset to me in basketball.
So Steph Curry changed the game.
So
with
Steph,
that.
absolutely. Like I'm not going to think of Steph Curry in terms of his defense. Is anybody thinking about Steph Curry in
Never.
defense?
But nobody plays defense
But-
in
No,
NBA.
but
that's
seriously.
out the game.
Whack. Yeah.
I'll shoot.
NBA
Yeah.
defense is. I seen
Nobody-
somebody just let LeBron just go by. They like, go ahead, King. Go ahead and
Yeah.
put that crown on. Go.
But,
You want Kareem job? Go on and get it.
but
Kareem.
for the game of basketball,
Yeah, laying it up.
I be honest, bro. The coaching that got lazy because all they do is trap.
Yeah.
Ain't no sliding your feet and really understanding the angles and principles of basketball. They think you good if you just trap and play crazy
Man,
basketball.
Joker jumped this high and won the championship.
But he
Joker.
fundamentally
Yep,
sound.
I
He
know,
got
but
everything.
Come on, man. Put him against Shaq.
No.
Put him against any
Real
other
big
center.
league.
Yeah.
But you talking about the
But
original
I'm just
center.
saying, but he jumped this high.
Yeah.
And
He
he
gets
killing
some of them
everybody.
business. He gets some of them the business.
Pump
though.
fake, everybody jumping in. He just,
Yeah. Some of them centers he would get a business back in the game,
he
bro.
probably would because he
You
can
know
shoot
what
that
I'm
little
saying?
jumper.
But Shaq was different. Shaq was
What
dominant.
about Elijah?
Yeah, very.
Wan?
Oh, that's the greatest to me.
Yeah.
That's my
You
Jordan,
can't
you
get
know.
back- you can't get by Elijah.
What about
You know what I'm
Duncan?
saying?
He a Duncan.
Duncan.
Come on.
But he fit in that.
Great
He fit in that.
fundamentals.
He fit in that same area, bro. He in that same area code.
But I just feel like the NBA don't play no defense. It's just no.
Yeah.
It's just like go
It's not
ahead.
physical.
Yeah, it ain't
it
physical.
ain't physical
And
no
you
more.
know what?
Yeah.
But if you think about it, let's really look at this. Look how the calls are being made now on the NBA. You can't do what you see. They can't make them kind of calls like when
No doubt.
you know
But it's the same
you
thing.
cross
with
the head,
NFL.
boy.
But they want you to flop though. You see LeBron, he be
Yeah,
flopping.
but
and
you gotta understand. Now it's like this. That's a foul.
Yeah.
Now. The
Yeah.
touch foul is like really in.
They couldn't play during the Bad Boy Pistons
There it is right there.
era.
Now that's the question. How do you compare the eras?
That's tough.
How would you-
Grimy, gritty, the 90s, like
Yes, to
was just
today's
like
basketball.
Yeah, it feels very finesse to me now. The guys' game feels very.
And see, that's what the
Yeah.
kids, they say, well, we would have been crossing y'all over. I say, bro, you'd have got hit in your chest one time and then cross. No, I'm
Would've
just
been
telling you, a
over.
forearm to that chest
Seriously.
would have changed all
Seriously.
that. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you
And
gotta
there ain't
un-
no cross no more.
We
And that
all
ain't
got,
no foul.
You got to understand this. Iverson used to go in until they started hitting him.
Yeah.
He developed, even though he had a shot, but he started developing 15, 14
cold.
shots, and he started getting better.
Toughest little
because he
dude
used
out.
to go in
Yeah.
there and then they
That's
handled
Derrick
him.
Rose. They're my favorite two little
Yep.
dudes.
So we do have a question from Antoine Thompson. How much has that impacted high school sports, or with sports not being able to be physical now?
I think it has a big impact because we were so physical to where we would play through a lot.
Yeah.
Now these people today, as soon as they get touched, they think that they can't play through it, and so it mentally affects them because if you foul them a couple of times, they're out the game.
Football too. You got them coaches yelling on the sideline. Hey! Like, man, come on. It's football. Like, it's football. I grew up and played football. You can horse collar.
It's medical too, though.
It was real. Like, you
Touch
getting
on that.
hit.
It's medical.
It was all
Because
that.
I'm pretty sure you played football. Back then, everybody probably had a concussion.
Yeah.
They
Especially
wasn't
with
worried
Coach
about
Craig.
that, no concussion.
For
Get back in there. Do it again. They wasn't worried about no concussion
That's
back then.
very
So
true.
the medical aspect of those injuries have become
Changed
to the
the rules.
forefront because guess what? It's money involved in those CT scans. And now that becomes the brightest part of medical injury, man, because later on, you can sue the NFL. That's what they doing now. They getting that money back from going through all them years of getting banged
buddy
up,
just sued
getting
the
them,
NFL.
getting them concussions, and they wasn't diagnosing it at the time. Now they get paid.
You think I can go back and get that money too? I think I got a couple of them.
I think you should.
Anybody that
Yeah,
play.
man. I'm still eating serve sandwiches.
You know what I'm talking about.
Man.
I think you should look at it.
Look,
At least
look
go
at
through
it.
the process.
Yeah.
At least go through the process.
you throw black, and ain't nobody
See,
gonna
that's,
change that.
That's the whole
looking at
thing
almost
right there.
30
They'll be
years
like,
now.
yeah, give him that money.
95.
Yeah, my last year was
So we
97.
got out in 95. It's been 30 years in the game.
Because y'all know some people are going back and getting the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
we
that-
still,
that
you
medical
heard him
aspect.
say we trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Will Smith made a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Fran, I was reading a piece that struck me about you. So you graduate college. You are sitting out, and then the WNBA sparks up, and you go and try out after 8 years. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you go and you make the team and just kill.
Well, the better part of that story is after I graduated, I was the last person cut from the Olympic team behind some politics.
Tough.
Nobody will be surprised about that. So I actually retired. And I was 23. So yeah, I retired when I was 23. I was pissed. So I retired and went to grad school, blah, blah, blah. So then I heard the WNBA was happening in 96. So I called a friend and was like, hey, I'm going to maybe try to go to Italy or Switzerland, something like that. Got a job. January of 1997, went to tryouts in Houston, Mother's Day, May 1997. And there were like over 250 women there.
Wow.
And I hadn't played in 8 years, but I had gone to, for 60 days I had a contract in Switzerland. Very low competition, balling out, but I played a little bit. And then I just went to the tryout, and me and Kim Perrott got those two, there were 2 spots, and we got those 2 spots.
Rest in peace, baby.
So, yeah.
So was it, can I go back to, was that due to a shooting the ball?
100%. But the ironic thing is, like, I had to play defense because I had to assess this. To your question, like, you got to look at the situation. I go to Houston. Cynthia Cooper's there, coming off of, MVPs from Cheryl Swoops was pregnant that year, so she wasn't really a factor for me. But Tina Thompson, so
them girls
they were hooping.
We like Tina
and they were
Thompson back
shooting
when I
lots
was
of
young.
balls. So I had to look at that
Still
situation
love
and
Tina.
go,
That's one of the realest G's out.
I gotta go.
Tina Thompson.
Do I need to shoot?
Ooh, he used to
do
like
I
her,
need
them
to
lips.
score a lot of points? And I looked at that and I said, no, I'm gonna do all the intangible stuff. I'm gonna do all the stuff that I know how to do. And if they need me to shoot, I will shoot. But I was loose ball, stripping people, all this. Literally had to carve out another place
Get in
for
where
me.
you fit in.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't realize, like, this is what we do. This is what I do. I shoot the ball. I'm like, no, we got Coop, we got Tina, we got.
Yeah, y'all had a
I'm
squad.
gonna figure out where I get in.
And I
That's why
still don't
made the team.
understand how they let that Houston Comet
Agree,
team go.
agree.
Like, out of all the teams
That
in the W.
organization,
Now, I used to
everything.
watch them. They had a squad. Nobody
Yeah.
couldn't dunk though. But they had a
Hey, we gonna
nice.
get that boy checked out.
salty
We
about
gonna
the
get
dunk.
his money from
You know,
him.
They had
Yeah, it's
a
a great
nice
squad.
but
Great squad.
I just don't understand, like, they won championships, so how we can't bring that franchise
Oh,
back?
no,
And
listen.
then-
Listen, you said it.
Yeah.
He is.
Segue.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
talk
it's-
about it. So, we have good people, locker room. We have the great Fran here.
Woo!
But she's talking about bringing a WNBA team to Austin. Great segue, co-host.
Yeah.
I love it.
As a
Let's
matter
talk
of
about
fact,
that.
yesterday, I've been talking to the WNBA for probably almost a year about bringing a WNBA franchise here. But yesterday, I sent a formal letter because I got some stuff together, saying we want to make our application to the WNBA for an Austin franchise. And I'm going to give you guys an exclusive. So they emailed me back today. I haven't looked at it, so I was going to look at it while I'm here.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
Hey.
Let's see
Let's
how
go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's
I
get
hope they don't
I
say
have not
you
looked
better
at
not
this.
ever. No.
we cussed them out in the locker room.
breaking news.
Let me put breaking
Let's see
news.
what we
Seriously,
talking about.
I'm gonna read just the first part because that's really all we need. 4:33 today. This came in.
Ooh, tell us
Uh-oh.
exclusive.
Come on.
Newsflash.
Fran, good to hear from you and thank you for the updates. Our team has the best availability at the end of next week. Please see the windows below and let us know what will work for you for a 30-minute call. We in there! Come on! Yeah!
We in there.
Hey, Fran, make sure you give us some tickets. Brother needs some tickets.
Hey, we on the
So-
wood,
Yeah, I
though.
need some
Well,
tickets.
seriously.
I want to be on the float
Opportunity to
next to
keep
LeBron James.
Yeah, absolutely. So that
Right there, I
is
wanna
we're
be on
gonna
the
set up.
float.
We're gonna meet next week to talk about what we put together. So I already told you that the franchise fee is $55 million, 50 million minimum. Okay, so we're prepared to do that. We got
Look at his
NBA interest as a minority team interest from the NBA. That's key. Like I've been building for this. I've been planning for this for a whole year. Because we have to be in ownership. We can't be the product on the floor, but not the people in
Where
the
them
office.
flags
We
at,
just-
man?
we-
Man, I'm gonna
So-
throw you
Where them
off
flags at, man?
we-
And I'm throwing right back.
throw you off from way back there, man.
Man, throw it
Say
out.
that again. We have to what?
We can't just be the product on the floor,
Man.
right? The league is built on our backs. NBA and
Hello.
WNBA. That's not a
Hello.
secret.
But do y'all think
We
Austin
got-
ready for it though?
Yeah, I
Because
do
we ain't
think
never had a
Austin's ready.
professional team and nothing.
We got
Every
a
professional
soccer
team we
team.
have.
So
Soccer.
Okay,
so
yeah,
that's all them
I-
Hispanic guys. They got all that.
I've got to ask the
Okay,
question.
Okay,
White
what's the
folks.
question?
I got to
I
ask
already
the
know I
true
play
question. based off of the school that you guys have gone to, is UT ready
What?
for a professional team?
That's the big
Because
that's the big
that's the biggest
They gonna come
question
off
and
that
the
40
biggest
acres
monkey
and
in
be
the
like,
room.
hold on.
Insightful. That's an insightful
Hold on
question.
now. Y'all taking
Very
revenue.
insightful.
black.
I don't know if UT is ready, but to borrow my boy Dion's word, we coming.
Oh, man.
And she said she's packing Louis, Prada,
All that.
Gucci,
All that.
sushi, all
We
that.
coming.
Birkin bag and all.
Birkin, all that.
It's time.
It is.
Bun
yeah.
The
buns.
city deserves it. We have a lot of great sports fans here, a lot
Yeah,
of
for
great
sure.
athletes.
For sure.
I mean, the city is ready for that.
City's ready for it.
And the women are showing up. The volleyball team is doing great
Yep.
things. Y'all set the tone with the Lady Longhorns. Softball team is excellent around there. So
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get
Yeah.
some professional
Yep.
sports going on around this. Not to mention the track girls and how they.
Yeah.
That's my ghetto sports reporter, Levi. Look,
I always
hey,
watch them.
we
I
going
like
through
that.
track.
UT girls.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen,
you know,
I
got
will
something.
right
Yeah,
now
they got
let
heat
you
over
know.
there.
I will let you guys know. We want y'all live when we launch. We want y'all live during your shows.
We on it.
Do not leave the ghetto sports reporter out. Like
He's
legit.
locked in.
He's in.
That's little bro. That's bro.
Snitch.
Like
got
what?
He say you a snitch.
He stayed though.
No.
I did my job.
So look, and I gotta say this. So you ain't gotta worry about that because I gotta give these men they flowers.
Great.
These are some of the men when my father passed away that stood with me in those trenches. You know what I'm saying? That were pallbearers and held me down and
Yeah.
all that. So
Yeah.
when you look up and see these men, they not here for no reason. You know,
Yeah.
this is planned, this is God. So we gonna support you. But let us know
Yep.
what we gotta do as far as helping that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
Let's
we're-
expedite
the
that
lead up.
process.
So
The
I
other
think
for
I
sure.
think the biggest pieces is where does our voice matter for you?
Exactly.
And so where can we be vocal
Yeah.
to make sure that we get this
I love
pushed
how he
through?
worded things.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is our voice?
Yeah, Elmer just
We're gonna
wanted to
equitize it afterwards.
Eloquent, boy. Don't
got
like
good hair, y'all.
Equitize.
What is equitize?
Got to equitize that afterwards.
Equitize. Let's see if we can.
That boosts ratings. That's
Yes.
political.
That's the hat, man. Big boy May, let me get an equitized hat.
The voice.
Hey, let me get
The
that besides
voice.
Sam. Can you put mayonnaise
The
and
voice.
mustard on it?
I tell you, we're going to get that voice. Go ahead, baby.
No, I was
Like
just gonna
it-
say you said the word, like the voice. Our voices, with me leading this charge, it's a different sound in the community, right?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I don't know that you guys can count the number of black owners that there are in professional sports in general.
5.
Right, right. like less than 10. So
Shit.
I want our voice. This is for our community.
Right.
Like this is for us. Like we're already looking at where we're gonna have the arena, and it's looking very east side-ish. And which to me,
we need that because
Yeah.
right now on that
We all
note,
push for that.
Our girls basketball has suffered in this area.
Agreed.
Girls
Ag-
sports.
Sports period, and
sports.
that would probably, any little one girl that's looking at this, that
Absolutely.
would probably propel them to say, I'm gonna stay in this sport because I can always come back home and play professional.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
haven't
and
had that.
other jobs. That's the whole thing. Like
Absolutely.
when I stopped playing basketball, I went right into television.
Yeah.
Life
Right?
after.
No, totally life after. That same, the same person who hired me for my first job, we're talking about doing a show on another network. Like it's the relationships that you have. But it's like I can be a coach, I can be a baller, I can be an owner, I can be a whatever I can be.
They see
Sky's
it.
the
They
limit.
actually
They can
Or
see
you can
it.
develop the product that they drink while they
Exactly.
chilling
That's
during
right.
the
See,
game.
no, it's all been.
See how I like talking about all that?
Well, because friend, you got me. My mind is over here churning,
It's our mind.
and so I go.
Another word.
I go back to the fact of what gave you the blueprint, or who gave you the blueprint to be able to say, you know what, after basketball, I'm going to. You said you went back. You got your graduate degree, and from that standpoint, I have a vision that this is bigger than just me being on the court. So you play professional, those that are just on the court or on the
Yes.
field.
Yes.
Right. So ownership is the way in which, guess what? True dollars are made.
Yeah, that's.
Opportunities are
100%.
given back to the community. And so I always say I want to see it from your lens and your perspective of what you could give a mother, and also a mother to tell their daughter, and also young women athletes that, guess what? This is how you begin to visualize and take it from just motion to progression.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the first thing is like, where does this come from? Like my parents, we had a pretty traditional home when I was growing up. My mom stayed home with the kids, and my dad worked. And then later in my mother's life, she decided I got some too. So she started her own business, but I saw a grind and like no matter what happened, like we were always going to eat. We've had the lights turned off. We've had whatever, but we've always been like we're going to get through this. And so that's in me. And my dad, even when he was working for somebody else, he had his own side hustle, and ultimately he left that and did his own thing. So I saw the blueprint. I saw like it's okay to work. It's okay to have a job. It's cool to have a job. But also be developing your own stuff. God bless the child has got his own. You know, that's what you need to be doing.
There you go.
And so whenever I talk to kids, I always talk about what's their dream. What is it that you want to become? And I remember I had a speaking engagement at college, and they were mad at me because I talked to this audience that was primarily black and brown students about becoming a millionaire. They were mad at me.
They don't want you to get a blueprint.
They
You
were
get shot down like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all the other ones.
That goes
like
into,
they were hostile about that because I was giving them the
that goes into
blueprint
Illuminati
for
type
how
stuff.
not to be tied to a job.
And
So
it's called freedom.
it's called freedom.
They don't
It's
want us to
absolutely
free our people.
exactly. So I always talk about that, but the blueprint is really, as an athlete now, is like to tap into your greatness, tap into the thing that you would do if nobody paid you, you know.
Say that again, though. Say that again.
Definitely tap into the things that you would do. If I said if I want to spend a day with all of y'all, we can't do anything but what you love. You're not gonna get paid for it. I bet you would be doing some of the things that you don't do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so if you could just do what you love, what would it be? And that's what I talk to young athletes about. And then to value your brand, because everything out there is gonna tell you that because you're this, your brand it's below every. You know, we got, like what you charge? How much you charge for speaking? $25,000.
And I need to go with you.
No, it's real.
Like it's real.
It's
like
real.
I practice with them saying, you know, my fee is $5,000 when they're 17 years old. Right. I said, you may not get. I don't get $25,000 every time, but I damn sure say that. Yeah, I go, this is what the fee is.
You just posted something about that.
I did.
Don't
like,
lower your standards.
Don't lower your standards. Like it's not that it's not like I'm not going to go speak unless they give me $50,000. It's not that, because even some of our top entertainers don't get their fees, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting there scared to tell them that your fee is $5,000, that's the issue we got to work with. That you're not even willing to.
Give you $500.
Yes, exactly.
You know
Exactly. They're gonna give you a portion of that. So it's always about just kind of tapping into, you know, what makes you great. And sometimes in our community, we'll say that we want to do something, and somebody snickers, and then we just kind of go, okay, well, I better not say that. I better not say, you know, I want that. But think about our comedians. Think about our basketball, whatever. Like, speak what you want into existence. And don't worry about who's laughing about it or who, you know, whatever. Absolutely. Because literally, I didn't start playing basketball until I was 15 years old. Nobody thought I was going to do the thing. I wasn't that good. But I got in the gym and I worked at it. And then the rest is history. So
people believe in your craft.
Believe in your craft and put the work in.
It's kind of like the method that I've been training the staff in here. You know, people will pay for what they want.
Yes, they will.
And the other ones will beg you for what they need.
Yep.
Don't change your damn price.
Exactly. Ever.
On that note, for some self promotion, hey, I need all my neighborhood guys to chime in and tell this guy we need that 23 wing special on his thing.
We need that 23 wing special.
Yeah, we need that.
Okay.
Say
So
that again,
all my
throw a
neighborhood
flag on
guys
that.
chime in, flood the network, whatever that is, flood that, and let's get that put up on his thing.
23 wings.
What they want,
23
Mac? What
wings.
they want on the menu, Mac?
I don't know, man. I mean, I got a honey sriracha.
Well, that's nice. That's very nice.
I'm just, you know me, Ralph. It's like a scientist. I'm in the lab right now. With
Okay.
You gonna dedicate that to the 2-3 though?
Yeah.
We need
Honey
that.
sriracha is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
we'll
nice.
see what that working with, and then we're gonna sit down and everybody 8 different palettes like Ray. He know how I do it. I don't want to be the only one. I didn't get into this business because what I like. I got in business for what the people like.
Okay.
Because they the one who write them.
Yeah.
I write the check, but they pay for it.
Yeah.
So that's just business talk. Yeah.
All right.
So
something
got a
for
question?
You got a
Yeah.
question?
We do, from Keisha Jones. Austin's always had some strong talent. How do we promote the talent better?
network, creating our own platforms and what we doing
Stop
now.
tearing each other down. Yeah, that's the worst. That's all we do. We don't build people up.
And a lot of it is, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, since me and the wife is in the marketing and we do this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, where you at and what you doing right now. If you're not on that in front of that social media, you're not doing this and you're not doing that, it's hard to be seen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't ask for people to do things that you can be doing yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand. It's hard if you don't have that personality. I can come on here and sell you a wing, and then your wing could be better than mine. But if you don't get in front of it, they not gonna know it.
Never see it.
So we as people gotta come all together. Her family, she gotta find whoever the athlete is. Gotta find somebody with a personality that's got that spark and got that, and they can keep boosting it. But the thing that we are seeing right now is, and I know y'all see it every day, McDonald's is the #1 franchise in America, and they still make commercials.
Yeah.
You cannot stop.
Yeah,
No matter what you're doing,
Especially
you
when
cannot
it's free.
stop.
Why
got a
stop
commercial.
when it's free?
Yeah, they got a commercial.
That's the best advertisement you can get,
So
and you don't have to pay for
So
it.
we gotta help. Now, if you gotta keep pushing. Now they say it now because we do all the counts. Now people gotta see things 11 times. It used to be 7. For real. If I keep pressing, I got a hot honey wing. If I keep hit.
I'm gonna drive out here.
You gonna drive out here because I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep coming with it, and I don't give it. I'm gonna say it 10 different ways.
For sure.
But we gotta keep, because repetition brings the reputation. So we gotta keep bringing it.
Yeah.
You cannot stop. Be who you are and let it out.
And so one of the things that we're doing, Miss Keisha, is we're trying to branch out and do other things to where we can inform our community with the platform we got, from sports all the way to business. We're gonna enlighten our community, and we have some entertainment going on. Pretty soon you're gonna see us doing some little rap and music, live music.
Y'all gonna
All that has to be in there. It's called entertainment. We don't
Yeah.
got no entertainment law.
We're gonna bring it to the city, and we're gonna be behind
We
it.
always
and
jump
we're
on
gonna
everybody
promote
else's
it.
bandwagon.
Thank you.
But
I
we
like
got to
it. I
promote
love it.
that.
I love it.
We got to promote that and build that. So we are getting to that stage. You've seen the growth in Austin, where the
definitely.
black professional can have a space to celebrate the hard-working adult, to where we don't get confused and no bullcorn. So that's where we are now. We there. That's what we doing.
The flag up.
I'm just reading the comment. Shon Hardeman said it's a flaggy to Bobby Mack's statement. Repetition brings reputation.
You like that?
He likes that.
You like that? Who said that?
Shon Hardeman.
Deion Sanders.
Damn, Bobby, you and that Deion, huh? Deion got everybody, huh?
Another thing to add to her question, we got to get people that love it. You can't put people around that have an ulterior motive.
There you go. Speak on it again.
If it's going to be an ulterior motive, it's got to be to win. If you're not here to win like I'm here to win, me and you don't need to coexist.
But
But
you
what
gonna
you trying
still,
to
but
win?
you still
You gotta
gonna get.
surround yourself with
You
people that
still
are trying to
gonna,
win
but
the
you gonna
game
still
of
get
life.
that. But you still gonna get that.
Exactly. That's
participation.
That's gonna come
Yeah,
with it.
it's
But
just- you gonna get it
always
anyway,
get.
so-
You can have.
Okay, and I add this. That's big what he's saying. But what we got to do at the top of the food chain, we can't be scared to make the hard decision. Nah, nigga, you ain't the coach. You the water boy.
yeah.
You the
Yep,
equipment
yep,
man.
yep, that's not your gift.
Yeah,
Yep.
we got to be real in there. Like, we need your help in supporting the community, but nigga, you
Do
gonna
what
kill
you do best.
You gonna kill the
Stop doing
program
what
if we
other
let you
people
stay
try
in
to
that
do, what
role.
other people
Okay, I got a
do
question for y'all, because that brings up a really good question. Because one of the things I have to do as the person who's leading this charge to bring the WNBA is to hire, kind of put people in places. And you know how when you start to build something, your people come and they're like, I know you're gonna put me on, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're
Hell
gonna put me
no,
on,
I ain't
whatever.
putting your
So-
black ass on.
So,
The answer's no.
so no, you gotta be like, yeah, so you gotta, hey,
He got real bitter. He got real bitter.
Yeah.
Hell no, I
So-
ain't putting
so-
you on.
I love that boy.
so you gotta be like, do you want this courageous conversation?
Real talk, fish.
Listen, they know me. It is some like they know me. Like, I'm gonna shoot straight at them. Like,
But Fran, I love Magic. That's one of my greatest athletes.
Oh, really?
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
He said, man, I sat there with them guys that taught me the game. And he said, you can't do business with your friends. You got to get somebody that's a professional in every aspect of life. He said, you know what I did? He said, the next day I fired all my partners.
Whoa!
He said, I've been rich ever since. Man. He said, I ain't look back since, baby.
100.
You gotta fire all your partners and then create scenarios
Education.
where people
in the audience
around you
scared they getting
and
fired
create
tomorrow.
them and make them family.
Yeah.
Once you
And
make them
train
family,
and put them in position
Put them in
to train and
positions
grow.
to-
once
Like,
you make
this
them
is your-
family,
what
then
you're
you
good
can
at.
broaden
Yeah.
the
There
spectrum
you
and
go.
y'all start making the money
There
because
you
then
go.
you
Yeah,
have
no.
people with the same interests you got that's not trying to be greedy.
Not
There
trying to
you
step
go.
in front of
Not
you. They trying to be
step
on
in
the
front
side of you. I'm on the side of you, brother.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in front. Someone want to be up here.
well,
Yeah, you in front of me, nigga.
Yeah, we ain't really about that, and that's the thing, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears and shit. You all
Courageous conversations. I like
be all
that.
in the videos.
All in the video.
That's his
I like that. I
That
like
is his segment. So the specials, he loves having
I
courageous
love those.
conversations.
I love those conversations. They're beautiful.
Well, I think you got to have them.
Yeah.
Right? And it sets the tone because I'm simply like this. If we're building, an opportunity, a company, then I don't need you to show up after all the hard work is done. I need you. I need you to be in.
Yeah.
Guess what? When we're getting it from, as we call it today, the mud.
Getting it out of the mud. Yeah.
I want you to be in there when we're getting it out the mud. So guess what? When we get to the point to where, guess what? We've got the proposal to the WNBA. You know what we've been through.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but when you want to come and tap me on my shoulder after it's submitted and they say, guess what? We're gonna give you the franchise. The
55 million. Nigga, I've been there, right? I was right there the whole time.
and that's the sad truth, though.
Oh my God.
Sad truth.
You don't need nobody else. Fred, I was watching y'all, but I want to be in. A lot of people was watching. Yeah. Hi.
So we're
take
looking
these
at
free
that, and I
tickets.
got to take it back. The question he asked was the drive. It started at home.
It did. 100%. Watching my daddy, then watching my mama. Because like when she started her company, this is when their relationship started to get a little rocky. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? I mean, literally, my mom, her family is tough. So my mom was like, we're gonna do what we do. She started her own business. We're not gonna wait on daddy to do whatever. So I got to see something great in both of them. How to build something. And the coolest thing, my dad just passed away last Labor Day. But the
condolences to you.
Thank you,
Families.
thank you. But I got to show him all the stuff that I was doing. Like, and I had my floor plans from one of my sports facilities in Dallas, and I showed it to him. He's looking at it. I'm videotaping the whole of it, and he's looking at it. And he said, "I said, Dad, you know what that is?" Yeah, it looks like build. I said, "You know how much that's worth?" He said, "No." I said, "About 45 million." And he's like, "Wow."
Did he hop up at that motherfucker?
Yeah, pretty much. He was like,
Hey, man. Sorry about that, y'all.
"That's all right." That's kind of how he did. Yep.
Hey, let me tell y'all, they don't recruit college athletes like this no more. Like, you would never know. That boy, that went to the University of Texas. I love that boy. Hey, they don't
Should
let
play
us come
two
to
ways
school.
though. I was thinking played on defense.
Should have stayed on this, I told you.
You were great.
I
You were
love
great.
that dude, boy. But nah, it starts at home, baby.
Yeah,
And
it
that's-
does.
That's one of the things that we want to do, and I'm putting my plug in right now. So when
Do
the
it.
WNBA comes, I'm head of community affairs.
Do it.
I'm gonna make
Do
sure
it.
we
Do
busy
it.
in the streets. I'm putting my
Like,
plug
out
in
there,
now.
out
and I'm
there,
gonna have
out
a
there.
resume for you too, though.
Great.
So some people gonna come to you, ain't gonna have no resume, but I
Right.
got that there for you.
Just let me
It might
cut
be
the
cheap
lights on.
citizens,
Yeah.
but-
I wanted to go around and cut the lights on.
How big is that facility? How big is that facility?
It's gonna be. It's probably gonna be similar to the size of the Moody.
The movie?
I just want to make sure all the doors are locked. You did that door
So
locked.
will we be able to host other events in this facility?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
y'all just
Yeah.
basketball,
Can you?
whatever.
Is that
Yeah,
in the
it's gonna be
blueprint?
Thinking long term with that, how you looking
Yeah,
at
it's gonna
that?
be. So there are a couple things. Like, so we can build the facility, or most NBA franchises don't own their facilities. I don't know that most people
Yeah,
know that.
they
They just lease them. So.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
So we have the option to build it, which we might not do because it's a whole lot of more money or whatever, or let this company that wants to build it do what you do, and then we just rent it like we do, like all the other teams do.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a multi event space, so it's going to
That's
be
it. You have to make
concerts,
it like
all of that.
Yeah.
But that stuff doesn't usually come to the east side, as we know.
No.
So the fact that it's going to be on the east side is important.
But
You
the
know
east
what
side
would
ain't
be
the east side no
It
more,
would be
though.
nice if we could do something with the G League and bring them back
Yes,
into the city.
yes,
too, man, 'cause
yes. Well, that might happen because the Spurs are involved.
That's what. Oh, my,
It's always
got a
a
job.
That might happen.
So the east side of the city.
That might happen because the Spurs are involved.
East side of the city.
Yeah.
we got
How
a
many
rich,
East
acres
side,
y'all
but the
need
east side
now?
ain't the east side ain't the east side no more.
we
though.
got a rich track tradition, so we want to see you have an indoor track meet.
Our partner has the acreage.
Say it again, though.
We don't
Which
have
we
no,
haven't announced the partner
We got to
yet,
go
but
to
we got things on
A&M.
the
We
east
got to
side.
go to Houston.
What?
Indoor track facility.
Coop,
to
you
give-
hearing
to
this,
host
Coop? I know
indoor
I thought
track
I
meet.
saw Coop was
We got to
watching.
go to. We got to
Okay.
go way
Levi
to Dallas.
campaigning with you, Coop.
We got to
Oh,
go to
that's
A&M.
true.
We got to go to
That's true.
Houston. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
That we are a track city. You can. It ain't just football. We glorify track down here too. So for all the outside, inside people who have track teams, we want to be able to run
Okay.
an indoor track in our own city.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Let's
Seriously,
do it.
let's do it.
Look how much time I got. What I'm looking like on time?
Good.
I'm looking great.
We got 10
So
minutes.
look, now look. Hey, look,
Damn, 10
world.
minutes, Bobby.
So look.
No, Black. I know it ain't like it used to be 2
Nah,
hours.
look, Black, this our show. This
Come
your
on,
Black,
man, we
this your
ain't-
show, Black. This your
goddamn,
show,
Oh, he just
Black.
got mad. Look,
Be busy. So look,
Crazy.
look,
dog.
world.
crazy.
Look, world, this is what I need y'all to hear and understand why the locker room is so cold. I did my research. The Black Sox, boom, boom, boom. This is where the Black Sox started. Football, right here. LBJ, Texas.
And 9-Trey, all my 9-Trey boys, you know what it is?
Football,
9-2
9-2.
boys,
Said
9-2.
I
I
said
said
it.
9-2,
92.
9-2, 9-Trey.
92-9 Trey
Yeah,
I can
was
give
the
you the
original.
story on that.
Now listen to it. I was in college already. This is how the Jaguar shit worked. They was coming black socks.
Yeah.
My daddy had been campaigning for years to get black uniforms and everything. But the city of Austin, he would order black uniforms, they send him white.
Every time. Get him
Or
on.
send him purple.
Get that on out.
He would write it down on, I'm sitting there with him.
Wow.
And they would still send him white. So that's what we've been going through.
Wow.
But anyway, boom.
Coach Jack, I know him.
Let me give it right to you though, Levi. 92,
Yeah.
y'all started.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the foul, but the tradition. We started purple socks a couple years before that.
Yeah.
But the Black Sox, boom. Talk about it, Levi.
Well, one day something happened. I think we had practice or something. And, I did something in school and
Got kicked out.
something happened in school. I think it was during this Westlake thing that happened.
And they had the
So
news.
when we came back to school, I decided, hey, we need to do something for this. We
That's
can't
when
just let them.
they hung them
We can't
Negro
just let
dolls.
them
I think
do-
y'all was there, Bobby.
Yo, that was our time.
yeah.
This
That was our year.
That
so-
following year, I wore some black socks, but Jack didn't want me to. He told me everybody had to wear them.
Yeah, that's
So,
the rule.
so he sent me to the fence. I wore them anyway. I wore them in the game anyway, and he waited for me after the game. So when we got there, after the game, he was standing right by the bus. He said, "Come here, son." He grabbed my hand. I was like, damn. But I thought he was gonna, do what he do to everybody else.
Yeah, that fucking hand
He
shit.
did. He said, now your job is to make sure that your whole team wear black socks. And that wave right there just went. And it's still now. These black jerseys that LBJ wear now, that come from, I want y'all to know, that come from us. All that black era come from us because we were still militant back then too. We were
the
still.
man you talking about took the whole school to go see Malcolm X.
Exactly.
My daddy was that man.
Yeah. So
No, I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
He's the man.
that-
He taking
that-
out.
so-
yeah.
He ain't playing.
No, he is pretty much for a lot of us growing up, and I like what you said. You mentioned your daddy.
Yeah.
We don't mention our fathers enough. When they do these big interviews, the father don't get mentioned enough. So for us that didn't have a father, he was our father.
Man, he can't pick me up many a time. I ain't
He was
want
our
that.
father. He instilled
Coach Jack outside.
exactly. He instilled stuff in us that we didn't get at home.
That one had shit to do with sports.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
wasn't
for
even
sure.
getting that at home. So a lot of that come from him, man.
And he was so sharp. He was so sharp he a legend in my eyes. But he was so sharp. He knew you. he knew you didn't have a daddy.
Yeah.
Just by the stuff come out your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as we older now, we can tell when certain young men don't have a father.
Exactly.
Because if he did talk crazy, boy, your daddy let you talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But see,
So
that's where it comes with us. I'm 51. I still talk about your mama.
yeah.
But that's
come from Coach
that's
Jack.
come from him.
Cause he'll talk
Hey,
about-
go tell you.
and go tell your mama.
Go tell her. He would tell us
I'm
this.
telling you.
But it wasn't in a hurtful way. It was in a way for you to understand. Look, you're gonna do it my way, or fuck you. That was
Or y'all gonna
simple,
do it the
man.
right
Hey,
way.
I might
Right
get
way,
banned.
yeah.
Hey, y'all, I might get banned for this, but this is a true story. Look, but look, this is him and Coach Jack. Look, it's early in the morning. It's like, I think we get there at 6. I think this 6. It's 6 a.m. Coach Jack has some orange juice. He don't play. You can't ask the bar his orange juice. You can't sip none of his food. Hey, Coach Jack, let me have some. Zip!
Man, he's
Put
hard.
it around there and say, you want some? No. All right then. True story.
That's the truth.
Swear to God.
Nah, that's my daddy though.
Swear to God.
That's how I was
To make
raised.
you a
really?
superior,
So
to
when
make
like
you
a lot of
superior
shit don't
athlete.
matter and they
Yeah.
trip on me
Yeah.
because I was raised by a war, like a
Yeah.
Man,
Like to
Yeah.
make you a
Yeah.
superior
but he was
athlete.
educated. He happened to come from the east side of Austin, Texas, but they fucked up, gave him a college degree. They gave that man a college degree, man.
One thing he instilled to
know?
us now, even me as a coach, that I use now is I coach. I don't let me catch you with a soda water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's still letting
I lose my mind.
said that
But that goes a long way because the soda is the killer of your diet, of your
We didn't
your
understand
physique,
that.
your
We know.
however you condition. The soda water gets you out of that.
Yeah.
So we had to understand that. So I don't drink soda to this day.
ain't lying. He ain't
I may
started
drink
that.
I
I
steal it
sneak
every
some.
now and then.
Yeah,
I used to
I
love how he
sneak
did a
some every
test.
now and
about
Hey,
it, but
hey,
you
y'all.
like that
He used to do a
Spider-Man.
test like this. This is Coach Jack. He'll do you like this. He'll say, hey, pay attention, son.
So for y'all,
Look.
that over there giving it up
That's
to
your
Coach
man.
Jack, put those hearts and those thumbs up and light it up for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead. What you say, Black? What's the story?
Oh, yeah. When he tell you to take a test and it's the final, he'll just come in there, he'll scribble right there and just say, hey, pay
Pay
attention.
attention.
Pay attention. And people still flunk.
Still, yeah.
He's like, son, you can't be no dumber than that. Like, God damn, man.
I became an enforcer for his
Yeah,
daddy.
because
So I was an enforcer. You know, when he told, when stuff had to be done, when he couldn't get it done as a teacher, he would instill me,
Yeah.
and I would enforce his rules.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
that.
to this day, I still
All right,
use
so
it.
look, he gonna say he was an enforcer, but let me tell y'all this. When the Fab Five hit, this how family do. The big screen we watch the game on. Who we get our, one of our first big screens?
Hey, he made me get it for him, man. I got it for him, man.
Say, boy, we
I
was
couldn't
watching-
help but get it for him. And once he said, hey, man, I need this screen for the game. As soon as he told me, I got it for him.
Boy, we had a big screen
He
in our
came-
living room.
he came
Oh,
and picked
man,
it up.
straight from Levi.
Man, but what, the business he gave me, he traded off. He didn't get. I wasn't really worried about no money. He gave me a VHS tape of '93 track LBJ. One of the best years you probably can see in track. And I got that
92,
tape
93.
still to this day.
91
I
all
bought
the way
a VHS converter. I put it on DVD.
Yeah.
So that's how I preserve the
And
history of that.
Jamil
So,
Cherry, all my boys.
yeah, man. I miss Jack.
Riri, all them
Yeah,
boys.
but
Chris
no,
Jack.
we just talk about legends and brotherhood and
Acres.
greatness. So, I mean, for Fran, you have to let us know what we need
give
to
us
do
a job, all of
to
us.
get
up
this
here.
on the East Side, Austin, Texas.
100.
We love our home.
Yeah.
We love our city. We
Yep.
see where it's going. But we know this kind of business could bring
Yep.
it back.
Absolutely.
You understand?
So many jobs and
Yep.
so many.
But and then I gotta throw this plug in, man, for my people in the Colony Park, Northeast Austin area. That's 2321, 22. I mean 24,
25,
25, and even my Dove Springs South Side 4445. The city is running these programs so that our minorities that are in the city can keep those houses and homes. Whether your property taxes is high or whatever it is, go to the city website and download some information on displacement prevention. You understand? So that we can keep our minorities in the city.
That's it.
There are programs, there are funds and dollars available so that you don't lose that house that your mother or father, even yourself, have been working years
That's where
for.
it's at.
So there are programs in the city. They send me this information. We're going to keep fighting. But we want to keep the east side too. We want to keep that flavor. It's what, 5-6% black in the city of Austin? 4 or 5 of them is right there on the east side still.
But you got to understand something too. You got
Exactly.
This is a real important point. They say the east side, but the most expensive place is the Diamond Corridor. If y'all
Say
don't
that
know,
again, Levi.
if y'all don't know what the Diamond Corridor is, it's I-35, 183, 290.
Yes.
That's the Diamond Corridor. That's where that's where the bulk of the money, besides Westlake, and when they want your property, that's that area. So all that, anyone with the 5-2, anyone with the 2-4, 2-3, 2-1, 2-5 zip code, they
02, all
they
of that.
want those properties,
Yeah.
and they want to get them out of there. So that program is essential to stop that process of doing that.
Yeah, there you
all
go.
all y'all got to do is wake up and say, no, we ain't going to sell my mom property. We're going to hold on to it. And that's how you supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And the
for
catch of
Yep.
that is don't run around trying to swindle people out their property,
Exactly.
bro. Like we need real investors
Exactly,
to come
man.
in and support these homes and the development of keeping our community too.
Exactly.
You work with the city, you know a lot of programs
Yes,
that's going
yeah.
on, and we're gonna continue, Miss Keisha, as we talked about. Any education,
Yep.
we're gonna give it to the
We
people.
just had one. Bobby's wife came down there and catered it. I posted it on
Man, that dude
Facebook.
everywhere,
The
dog.
black,
How you everywhere?
the Black Girl Think conference.
Put the
We
camera
just had
on.
that.
Can you put the
So
camera on? You
when
can't get it on
a
here.
chance, tap into Austin Public Library, the one downtown.
Okay.
That's where all the upscale events go, and even you can have an upscale event there.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I want to
There you go.
enlist this show. Let's do a traveling thing as we're building towards the WNBA coming here, or whatever, so we can pick some dates where we go to different places, because this can move, right? We
Yes.
can just go wherever,
Yes.
right? And have it like be themed, so we can do like, this is amazing. Like that's the theme of that. When we do that, when we can do a wealth, when we can do a, you know what I mean? Because exposure for y'all, so that when we build, we're building together.
Think we got what it takes?
I
We
love
got a
this
hell
show.
of a crew though.
Yeah,
huh?
you do. Y'all crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
That's
for sure.
him. I had to bring out the secret weapon. I had to bring out the secret weapon.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
bro right there.
Ghetto News Report. I keep inner city youth sports popping. If you got somebody that's in the inner city youth doing something, I'm definitely gonna post it on Ghetto News Report. They need that exposure.
Get people, like, I know people who would want y'all to do some
that
shout outs,
exposure.
like pay you to do some shout outs.
We developing that.
We
You
de-
gonna
okay,
be part
good,
of that.
okay,
That's
good.
why we fucking bro.
Okay, good.
So Fran, brand or what are we supporting? Yeah, I see the
So
shirt.
the shirt. Well, first of all,
Do you got
this-
more for us?
Next time. Next
Yeah,
time.
please.
Now that
You
we're,
just-
now that we're official. This is the diamond pendant from the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
So I
How much
played
that's
with
worth?
a lot. So you know the Aces owner owns the Raiders as well.
Yeah.
So we
Dang,
got this
blinging.
when we went to the alum thing in August. The owner of the Aces flies all the alum there. Every hundreds of women who are in their, you know, the lineage of their organization, and we all got this. So it's a weekend. You can bring your +1 trip, hotel, $300 or $400. I mean, it's amazing. So that's what that is. And this is a shirt I put together when we first started this journey. My first meeting with the mayor in June, I got these shirts to pretty much claim what I wanted to happen. WNBA hadn't said, yeah, we're going to do it. Like, I'm just saying this is what's going to happen.
So she's crossing over.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this
exactly.
one here doing the sky
And
hook.
He
and then
wasn't
this one,
dunking.
Nobody done.
Nobody
Nobody
done.
dunking yet.
Nobody
So,
done.
so Fran,
Yeah.
I'm like this because I believe in paying for all mine.
Yeah.
Where do we go get it?
So you can go to WNBAAustin.com,
Okay.
get on my list, because now that we're officially about to start, then we're going to start selling these, okay?
Let's go.
All right, so I
Say
gave
that
it to
again. Where can we go?
WNBAAustin.com.
Okay.
Yeah, WNBAAustin.com. Get on the list, and then you'll get all the updates, where we're going to be next, all that stuff. We'll start to promote all that. But I'm very serious. I want to support this. I think this is a great show. And I think what you're doing in terms of community and all that stuff, like we can grow this like in a big way.
Fred, we're gonna close it out like
Okay.
this. for all you athletes, for you young ladies, young men, for anybody who want to give up or thinking about it or not sure what you want to do, you just saw one of the best right here on the locker room. Work her butt off, shot for shot, missed buckets, made buckets, went to the league,
Got cut.
went overseas, came back. She's still good, and now you see what she doing.
And she can shoot that thing.
That's what she
God
said,
say the same. She bring this down here, and she was just a little girl when she shot that ball at 15 years old.
15.
At 15 years old, don't give up. Don't give in, and damn sure don't give out, man.
That's right. We claiming this. WNBA is coming to Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And I got to shout out my brother before we get out. We got the Ghetto News Report. We got Miss Fran, and we got the co-host, the original, the legendary
Shon
Who else
Mitchell.
been on the show more than 5 times? Yeah, I've been on here 5 times. What are you saying? Hey, me
his
tomorrow.
name ain't Shon Mitchell, it's Crunchy Black.
Crunchy Black.
He rap with 666 Mafia. Man, that's him right there.
So, hey, y'all do know these boys love to roast too, so we're going to try to figure out. Now, I'm telling you, they going to put together a roast session. Oh, yeah, they going to have, they've been doing it. Man, they can't do what we doing.
Jamie, he ain't do that.
I got a dude named Jamie.
Oh, man.
Retard.
Retard.
Forgive me for saying it. You can't say that now. Levi up here acting like he got real good sense. He was trained.
But I'll turn
he was
over
trained.
in a minute.
He was know to do right.
I
That's
know
an
how to hide
the
it.
alter ego.
They don't know how to. Jamie know he got his own real in the
I love businessmen. You would never think they was special.
I'm on my Facebook. I'm moderated already, so I'm trying to do the same thing. We trying to come together. Everybody
Say
trying
that
to come
again.
together and make something possible for everybody else
Yeah.
that
Come
want to be a
together,
part
baby.
of it. That's it.
So what's consistent since we've been doing this is we keep hearing the word that leads back to unifying. Right? So unity, how do we unify? How do we come together to really spark the movement of what's needed?
We
And
got to
so-
keep plugging. We can't allow discouragement from one person who wants to do stuff his way or her way to stop us from keep going and keep furthering and getting better. That's the problem.
Absolutely.
It's always one person that wants to tell you go over there when we need to keep going straight.
Right where we
Keep
at.
going straight. We already went over there. You got to
You gonna
keep
stop
going
calling
straight.
me Crunchy Black.
Crunchy Black guy. He got a Academy
y'all.
Award.
Bobby, don't laugh at that,
666
man.
Well, we,
My bros.
we definitely want to thank y'all for coming out.
Appreciate
And we're
y'all,
gonna have to
man.
do this again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you already know we locked in.
Yeah.
Man, have a blessed week.
Appreciate
Pray over
you.
your
Yeah, you as
family.
well.
Nice,
sir.
You
nice.
speak it, you gotta live it,
Yep.
man.
That's it.
And we love y'all. We'll see y'all next week, the locker room, baby. Shout out to Tater Q.
Love.
Happy birthday, Black. You had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Black.
We
Yeah,
love
appreciate
y'all.
y'all,
We'll see y'all
boys. I
next
turned
week.
27.